Who am I? What is my purpose in life? What am I doing here? I'm lost. Somebody help me. These were questions that I used to come into my mind every single day for many years, and I almost went crazy. That's what this episode is about. I want to help you to identify your life purpose, which is much easier than you might think. Sometimes our life purpose is here, very close to us, but we don't see it because we get too focused on the future and forget that the most important time is the present. Our life purpose is how to find ways to make a difference in people's lives. We feel very happy when we help people, and this fulfills our souls. A lot of people think that our life purpose is something big, and they search for it their entire life. Some people find it, others don't, because they don't understand the true concept of a life purpose. I took a long time to discover my own life purpose. For you to have an idea, it was in 2013 when I recorded my short film, The Passage, where I recorded here in Canada. It is a short film and the story is based on my path, trying to find my life purpose. I went through a quarter-life crisis in my 20s, so my film was the best way I could find to express myself. It was awesome recording The Passage because after all my struggles, my film was invited to be screened at the Madrid International Film Festival, the Spokane Film Festival, and we won an award at the Canada International Film Festival. That was really cool. I don't know about you who are watching this video, but those questions I mentioned at the beginning of this video became an obsession, and I asked God every day for answers. I wrote in my journal, I prayed, I took a lot of self-development courses trying to discover my life purpose, and it was hard for me to find it. I found my life at the moment back there as I was in the middle of this street facing several intersections where I had no clue which path to take. I asked God so much to show my purpose in life, and the answers came. For you to understand very well the concept of a life purpose, let's talk about the purpose of the trees on our planet. The trees have several missions here on Earth. They have a purpose to give us fruit, to generate seeds for us to plant other trees. They give us oxygen so we can breathe. They offer us shade to rest. They also offer us these beautiful colors. As I live here in Canada, in the winter time, the trees dry up. They look dead without their leaves. It all fall off, and they just have those twigs. But then, when the springtime comes, oh my God, the trees become so beautiful. The flowers start blooming, making the city look amazing, and the birds come to build their nests. The trees bring us so much joy and happiness. And they have even other purposes. They're very sad, as giving us papers. So as you can see, the trees have several purposes in life. They don't have only one purpose. The same thing happens to us humans. So for me, we also have many amazing purposes in life, but we sometimes believe that we only have one, which is mostly described by our society as our career, which is great. But at the same time, we tend to forget about the other purposes in life because achieving success in our career does not guarantee the fulfillment of our souls. Amy Winehouse is a huge example of that. She was an extremely talented artist who achieved true success doing what she loved the most, inspiring people. Have you seen her documentary? It is very sad to see how addicted she was to heroin. It broke my heart. That part, she won several awards at the Grammys, and she was sober at night, but her friend mentions that she turns to her and says that she was feeling very bored because she was only happy when she was in drugs. That proves us that relying on saving the world throughout our career mainly might be a great plan that can succeed or fail. I discovered a way that will help you to discover your purpose in life for you to feel happier and make a difference in the world. There are 5 pillars. The first one is the pillar of family, then the pillar of spirituality, then the pillar of career, then the pillar of community, and finally the pillar of friendship. So how do you do to identify your life purpose within each of these pillars? I'm a mother of a wonderful son. I have an incredible husband and 3 fantastic stepkids. And my dog, of course. I want my son to grow up super healthy, and I want him to become a wonderful man who respects women. I want him to be responsible. I want to support him in finding his strengths and weaknesses. So one of my purposes in life is to help him to become that success I visualize for him as a mother. This makes me feel so happy. I'm a filmmaker and I'm very passionate to create movies to transform people's lives and make a difference in the world. But since I discovered that our life purpose is beyond my passion, I realized I already could save the world, starting with spending time with my family, which I never had time before because I was always super busy, mostly focused in one of the pillars, which is the career one. Let me share a quick story about my life with you guys. I've always wanted to become a filmmaker. In my mind, I was going to become a Hollywood director, and I was on the right path. I came to live in Vancouver, where most movies we see on Netflix are shot right here, guys. Here I won film awards, as I mentioned, and my career was like super promising. But my goal was also to get married and have a child. So I got married and my son was born. When my son was almost 2 years old, my former husband and I got divorced, and I became a single mom. So here I was, as an immigrant with a little child and a dream to become a successful filmmaker in Hollywood. I had the skills to build my career in the film industry, which pays very well, and I was at the right place. But there was one single problem. The shift hours in the film industry didn't work well for single moms. I could ask my son's dad for help, but he lives in another city and didn't have any plan to live close to us. So I had to choose between my son and my career. Of course, I chose my son. It was very hard for me because I had to leave my career behind. I felt lost again for a long time because I had to recreate my career. My son is 11 years old now, and I'm still building my career, as I am so happy that now I finally have my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, where now I can pursue my passion while helping you guys. It was hard, I felt depressed, but I didn't regret because my son is doing great today. The best time for us to teach our children and give them lots of attention is when they are small. When they become teenagers, they start hanging out with their friends more often, as I did. So now is the time to build the foundation. My son needs me, and if you are a parent, you know one of our purposes is to guide our children to become successful. What a huge responsibility, but we can do it. Now, as I married again, thanks God for giving me the most amazing husband with incredible stepkids. My purpose as a wife is to treat my husband super good and take care of him with all my affection, communicate well with him, and be married forever. And of course, my purpose as a stepmom, it is to be their friends and be there for my stepkids whenever they need me. Now, let's talk about the pillar of the spirituality, which is extremely important. For me, my connection with our Creator, that many call Him the universe, but I like to call Him God, is the key when I'm in trouble, when I'm feeling sad, and I need help as soon as possible. When we search for this connection, everything in life can be much easier. Trust me, guys. We can receive signs from our Creator who guides us to choose the right path and bring solutions to our problems. I've taken so many wrong paths in my life, in my past, that I learned to ask God for guidance to suffer less. Some people connect with God through meditation, which is awesome. I like to connect with God through prayer. As a Christian, one of my purposes in life inside the spirituality pillar is to follow Jesus' lessons, which will help me to achieve this place of love and peace He promised we will go when we leave this planet. Now, let's talk about the career pillar, which is the most popular one when the subject is life purpose. It is amazing when you have a career where you pursue your passion, help people solving problems, and make money at the same time. These are the questions that will help you identify your beautiful life purpose related to your career. What are my strengths? And what are my weaknesses? Doing therapy helps you to find these answers. Another tip is to pay attention to the professionals you admire. Perhaps you admire the doctors and nurses in the hospital. If one of your strengths is being a great listener, or if you're concerned about people's health, then becoming a doctor is amazing. Sarah, but going to university for many years, guys, you can do it. There is no age or time for you to feel happy, find your purpose and make your dreams coming true. Go for it. Let's talk about the community pillar now, which is fundamental for us to grow as human beings as well. Helping people is the key to the success of our happiness. One of the best moments of my life was in my early 20s when my sister and I had 2 friends that were blind. We used to pick them up at their homes, take them to church, and wherever we went, there they were with us. They were so amazing, and we felt that we were so happy doing this. So find ways to help people in our community that needs your support. Sometimes your mission is to bring food to underprivileged people, like my father has been doing this since I was a little child, as an example. Perhaps your mission is to bring soup to people in the street, right? So whatever crosses in your mind that you would like to help people, make a list of who you would like to help and what you could do to make these people feel happy. Here is the last pillar, which is the friendship one. When I was single, with no kids, finding time to hang out with my friends was a priority, and it was great. I had millions of friends when I was in Brazil, and I'm still connected with a lot of them. But since I came to Canada, I had to start my life from scratch. I have met some good friends here, but since Canada is a country where people come and go because it's a country where people come to study English, I've made a lot of friends that left. So it's pretty hard. And anyways, but we need friends to have some quality time together. It's not easy to find a true friend, but when your heart adopts one, put this friend on a pedestal, because a true friend brings us the feeling of protection. So for us to feel protected, we first need to offer protection to them. Send them messages asking how they're doing. Also, give them a call. I know that calling someone seems to be something from the past, but to feel happy, let's then come back to the past and rescue habits that will connect us to a deeper level with our friends. If you need to make more friends, write on the paper how many friends you want, how they should be like, what they like to do, what their personalities are like, where you can find them. Then put your plan into action. Making lists is extremely important for you to find your purpose inside any pillar. Please let me know in the comments below which pillar you like the most. As you can see, your purpose goes beyond the single purpose you've been trying to find. You are already living your life's purpose. Our life purpose is right here, very close to us. Our mission on earth is related to everything that surrounds us. Everything is connected in our life, and that's what God wants us to understand. So, do your best to never focus on the future, and you will feel calmer. Focus on the present. The future is the consequence of our present. You are a fantastic human being, and I believe you are here to make a huge difference in the world, starting right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you soon. I'm very, very happy you're here. So please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and press the bell button so you can be notified when I launch my next video. I will see you next week.